Hello guys, welcome to another beautiful special episode of Celeb 254. And today is an amazing Wednesday because I'm hanging out with the fun, beautiful and talented Wabosha Maxine. Yani Slay Squad leo iko hapa. So kama unajua unakuanga kwa hiyo squad, this is the place to hang out for the next 1 hour or so. Wabosha, karibu sana.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, I know I haven't given you like a very nice intro. So tell people who you are, what you do, and everything you want them to know.
My name is Maxine Wabosha. I am an engineer by training, a content creator, an entrepreneur, and now a podcast host.
I like the last part, the new podcast host in town.
Yes.
So Wabosha, you joined YouTube in 2013, but you started your content in 2016.
Yes.
You know, when I saw that, I was thinking to myself, 2013, I was still in high school. I was in Form 3. I don't remember knowing anything about YouTube. So yeah, tell us about that. Who introduced you to YouTube? How did you come across it? Alafu hiyo gap 3 years ulikuwa na research ndo kakuja pale with a bang. Unajua ukisema welcome to my channel.
When I joined YouTube, actually don't remember how I came into creating like a YouTube account, but most likely I was just watching beauty videos, nail art videos. I remember I used to really love watching nail art videos. And then now years later, 2016, that's when I uploaded my first YouTube video, which was an eyebrow makeup tutorial. And then yeah, so I first started out as beauty, and then that's when I went into lifestyle and travel. Yeah.
So you started high, you started with the eyebrows. You know, once you hack doing eyebrows, you can do any makeup.
That's
it.
Apart from lashes. Lashes can also embarrass you.
Me hata sijafika level ya lashes. But anyway, let's see what people are saying now. Na kuna mtu anaitwa The Real Nax Boy anasema na bado. Alafu Remy Masi anasema Wabosha anikatu love hearts hapo. Kuna mtu anauliza ati are they married? Me, I'm single. I don't know about Wabosha, but she'll be answering that question. And then Judith Otieno anasema hi to you. Wabosha, your fans are saying hello to you.
Nimesalimika.
So 2016, you posted your first. How was it received by people? Unaweza kumbuka views ilikuwa ngapi? Like after 24 hours maybe?
Yeah, no, I can't really remember the viewership, because what had happened is that was the time I had just gone to makeup school. So I just graduated from makeup school. Then a friend of mine wanted a tutorial on how to do her eyebrows. So nikajaribu kumtumia WhatsApp, it wasn't going on WhatsApp. So nikasema achani upload YouTube. I didn't think anyone would see it. But you see, I even showed my parents, and then they are the ones who are #1 culprits of sharing that video.
Wow.
So then kidogo I started getting more requests of more videos to do, and then that is how the YouTube channel came to be.
Yeah. Actually, among my social circle of friends or just girls quote, wanakwanga zile za Wabosha ule demo eyebrows. Ukitaka tu kujua eyebrows, you know, flag yourself, just go and binge her content. I didn't actually know that you went to makeup school, so that's good. Yeah, because professionalism. Did you pay for yourself, or your mom paid for you?
My dad paid.
Oh, your parents are woke.
They're very supportive.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. Okay, so how do you make your content very relatable? Because as a person who doesn't even know what a makeup brush is, hajai enda place, you find a way to make people understand. Like, inatokanga simple. Najua si simple, but si tunaonanga tu umeenda hapo inatokea simple. What's the process like?
I think when it comes to teaching things and explaining, I've learned that on YouTube you never assume everyone knows what you're talking about. Like every tiny thing that you're explaining, lazima explain to the T. You know, even if it's a dot, explain dot ni nini na mbona inawekwa penye inawekwa, because sometimes some people are shy to ask. But you see mtu akienda watch YouTube ako peke yake kwa bedroom ana watch, so over there askia aibu. So then now we have to be the people who you teach pole pole with patience. Yeah.
Do you put yourself in the situation of your audience and assume unajua sayo unajua, but and assume like they don't know, Like what goes through your mind?
Yeah, when you're explaining, you have to, like, even with example for eyebrow pencil, you have to start with these are the products, why this is used instead of this, when you use this one, when you don't use this other one. So you really just assume it's someone who has never seen any of these things, and you start showing people from scratch.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we are gonna jump in. You recently turned 25.
Yes.
You know, kuna kwanga na 18, alafu kuna 25. Wacha tuanze na 25. What does that mean to you as a person?
I think, first of all, it's that stage where you're not yet, I feel like towards the lower numbers, the other side of 25, you're still sort of a childish. Then this other side is when now you're seen a bit more of an adult. So now at 25, you're smack in the middle, where you still have some friends who are in school, and on the other side, some friends who are getting married and having children. So 25 is that age where you're just like, guy, am I still a child? Am I an adult? What is happening? Yeah.
Okay. Haya, sawa sawa. Kuna mtu ananiambia hapa, none at the moment, back to you in studio. Okay, ni sawa. Maswali zikikuja mtatuambia. There's someone mwenye amepeleka interview mbio anatuuliza, where does she see herself 5 years to come? That means when you're 30.
Yeah. I hope my new podcast will have really, really grown. By that time, you know, at least we're doing 2 seasons per year, so we'll be like at season 10. By that time, we'll have a really big audience. Yeah, that's where I see myself.
Okay. So, wacha mimi nikurudishe nyuma. Naona umepelekwa mbele 5 years to come. So, 18 years. Where were you? Where was Wabosha at 18?
18, I had just finished high school. Just finished high school, waiting to join campus. That's where I was at 18. I really acting in theater. Yeah.
What were you thinking? Ulikuwa unafikiria nini? Utakuwa content creator ukiwa 18?
No, by that time, I hadn't even thought about creating content, because I started creating when I was in second year. So at 18, I'm still just living life. I don't even know how campus life will be. I'm just, you know, it's that really long holiday where you basically do nothing every day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So 18 years. Now, looking back, unaweza ambia aje huyo Wabosha wa 18 years?
To really just trust the process and keep at it and say yes more often, because like I like staying at home. I like just being by myself, but I figured out that a lot of times really great things happen when you say yes to situations that you think will end up being uncomfortable. So I tell myself to say yes a lot more often. Yeah.
Okay. So 25, you have a new project, A Letter to Myself.
Yes.
And one of the people that you've hosted on that platform that I had the privilege to at least listen to the interview was Just Ivy from Over 25. But I know you've also interviewed John Alanamu, Wandia Gishuru,
Yes.
and also Foy.
Yes.
What is the one thing you feel has stood out?
I think Wandia Gishuru's story was really, it was awesome. It was actually the first letter that we received, because what happens in A Letter to My Younger Self, the guest writes a letter to their younger self, and then when they come to the show, that's when we read it. So Wandia's letter was the first letter that we received, the first interview that we did, and I think when I saw her letter and saw how vulnerable she was on her letter, it really gave me hope for the project. You know how sometimes you need that nudge that tells you you're doing the right thing, you're on the right path. So definitely she was one of those really inspiring letters.
Yeah, I think I'd want to listen to her story, because I just know the business side of her and how hard she works with Vivo and everything. Yeah, but I think I'd want to know Wandia, the young Wandia.
The young Wandia, you will love it. Yeah.
Okay, so I think you can explain to our audience what is A Letter
to My Younger
to
Self.
My Younger Self, where they can find the podcast, what it is about. Yeah, I think you can explain to them.
So like I have already stated, the podcast is called A Letter to My Younger Self. So on A Letter to My Younger Self, we have different guests whose age are varying. So we have people who are close to 50, and the youngest was Foy Wambui, who at the time was about 23 years old. So when they're coming to the show, they write a letter to their younger self. And the main aim for this is really to inspire people to trust the process, because we have all these people who you look at and you think that they were an overnight success, nothing has ever gone wrong in their life. But then when you read the letters that they wrote to their younger selves, you find out that there are mistakes they made. There are times where they didn't know where exactly their life was leading to. So it's a really inspiring series, and I hope you guys enjoy it. You can watch it at www.shaharavideos.com. My episode is also there, so it's a total of 9 episodes, each about an hour long. All you have to do is get my episode for only 100 Kenyan shillings, and you get all the other 8 for free.
Yeah, guys, go and support her. Yeah, I think they can go and check you on Instagram.
Yes.
There's a link to where they can find the podcast.
Exactly,
yeah,
yes.
Just check her socials up. Wabosha Maxine everywhere, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there's someone here who has a question. Anaitwa Nax Boy. First of all, Nax amesema we ni celebrity crush wake.
Thank you.
Yes, alafu anauliza Maxine, sorry to ask what inspired you to vlogging, as in who motivated you or supported you? I think unaweza jibu the first part. What inspired you to start vlogging?
I think, like I mentioned, mine was accidental. Like when I got into vlogging, it was the eyebrow video that I was doing. And then I think I just continued doing it. One of my favorite vloggers up to date is Superwoman Lily Singh. And she uploads videos on Mondays and Thursdays. So if you look at in the beginning of my YouTube channel, I used to also upload Monday, Thursday, because she was also uploading Mondays and Thursdays. So yeah, I really, really love her content right now. And she also recently got her late night show, A Little Late with Lily Singh. So I'm like, maybe my podcast, you know, from uploading both of us Monday, Thursday, now maybe it's our time to shine.
You guys are in sync.
Yeah.
Amazing. Haya, kuna mtu mwingine anasema great interview, Pulse Live Kenya. Thank you so much, Wairo J. That is one of our top fans. And then Wairo J is asking, is she involved in any charitable activities?
Actually, the first meet and greet that we did for the Slay Squad was a charity meet and greet. So I remember everyone was asking, let's do a meet and greet, let's do a meet and greet. And then I was like, I feel a bit awkward just telling people to come and meet me. So instead, let's go to a children's home. We meet there. And it was really, really good because I got to call a bunch of other content creators, and people came through. We cooked for the kids, brought food, played with them, cleaned. It was good vibes. Yeah.
Now that you're squad in Itangwa Slay Squad, what do you think about Slay Queens?
What about them?
I don't know, in general.
I don't know. I think the term slay queen was negated by people who, you know, those people who say, do you like makeup, or, I mean, do you don't like makeup, or don't you know how to apply it? So I feel like those are the people who negated the slay queen term. But otherwise, if you like to slay, me, I say don't choose suffering. Please look pretty when you can.
Yeah, and learn. Admit you don't know and learn. Okay, we're gonna do some quick fire questions because we want to get to know you. Besides, you know, the serious, talented, and beautiful Wabosha Maxine. What is the craziest thing you've ever done for a guy that you liked or like or are dating?
Craziest thing. Actually, don't think I have a story. For the craziest thing I've ever done, I think I'm quite sensible when it comes to that department.
Unakuanga wale mademu wenye wacha nifikirie.
Yeah.
Hakuna ile moment ulifanya kitu alafu kwa like, what was I
the clowning
thinking?
moments. I actually, in that department, I feel like I'm very boring.
Oh, should I say poor guys? Unaniangusha. Haya. Okay, most embarrassing moment that you remember till to date. It's a long story. It's a bit of a long story. Shorten it.
Yes. I remember we were in high school, and then you know this thing, I don't know if you guys were ever taught that thing for, if you want something, come get it. So we were in parade, they held the chocolate bar and they were like, who wants it? And then you were basically supposed to run and go and get the chocolate bar. And the lesson was, when you want something, go get it. So now this is, like, let's say a year later, a few months later in church, the priest does the same thing, but with an 1,000 bob note.
Okay.
So see me, I've seen this before and I've seen how it works. So what does Wabosha do?
Go get it.
Goes and get it. But then, plot twist, that was not the lesson.
What was the lesson?
The lesson was, because after that, he like crunched it up and threw it on the floor and stepped on it and he was like, oh, who wants it? I still want it. Who wants it? I still want it. So the lesson was, even if you're damaged goods, like the Lord still wants you.
Oh, were you given the
No.
Pasia na choma. Ulikuwa umefika hapo mbele ya mume wako?
Nimefika hapo mbele.
Aki angekupea tu.
Nimetoka huko nyuma, nimekimbia kwa church hadi huko mbele. Yeah.
So alikwambiaje, my daughter?
Yeah.
I was demonstrating something.
Kwanza aliwhisper kwa masikio na microphone, alafu now the walk back, you
Was
can imagine.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But that was, it was a very nice way to demonstrate. You know, money
Yeah.
captures so many people's attention.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. When was the first time you realized you were famous?
I think it was a while back when we had gone for lunch with my dad, and then we're just walking around, and then this really young girl came and asked to take a selfie with me. And I was actually shocked, because when she came, she was like, oh, can we take a selfie? And I was like, with me? And she was like, yeah, with you. And I think that's the first time that it hit me. Oh my God, I think people know me. Yeah.
I need to walk straight. I need to be careful of the things I'm doing on the streets. Okay, so if you had to go back in time, 25 years and behind, and redo one thing in life, what would it be and why?
Not go for that 1,000 bob. I'd just sit down and kimoyomoyo to tell myself that I know the lesson. I didn't need to prove that nilikuwa nakumbuka hiyo lesson nikiwa cabs. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You definitely redo that work.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna also ask you some questions about influencing and content creation. So first of all, what is your definition of an influencer?
An influencer is a person who is able to influence decisions. So, for example, in our day-to-day lives, what juice you're going to drink, how your mentality will be on that day. Basically, just you're able to influence people's decisions. Yeah.
Do you consider yourself an influencer?
I consider myself a content creator.
Why does everybody avoid that term? Why?
I think because in the beginning there was like the term influencers was for the babes who used to go to the club, and like when Kina Huda started out, those were the OG influencers. So I think because that's not what my brand looked like, I think in the beginning I just picked content creator and I stuck with it. Yeah.
Okay, but you definitely influence people through your content.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So what kind of influencer would you describe yourself as?
In terms of the category, I do beauty, travel and lifestyle. Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay. What's the biggest thing about being an influencer or a content creator?
The biggest thing? In what terms?
I don't know, like the brands you get to work with. If I was in your shoes, maybe that would be the biggest thing, the people I get to meet.
Yes, it's actually the people you get to meet, people you get to interact with, people who, you know, you used to watch when you were younger, look up to, and now you're in rooms doing big campaigns with them. So I think that is the coolest thing about it. Yeah.
Okay. And what would you be doing if you're not a content creator?
Probably still be in engineering.
Do you practice it?
No, I don't.
Do you have plans?
No, I don't.
What story are we going to tell our kids about that degree? Your kids?
We are just going to tell them mom worked hard in school, and here is the proof that she did, and that is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can you you know, maybe there's someone who's watching, like the person who asked, what inspired you to be a content creator? Maybe you can share with them like 3 top tips for being a content creator, just 3.
Number 1, the name of the game is consistency. You definitely have to be consistent with content, even when you do not feel like making content. When you're feeling low, keep making content. Number 2, when you feel like no one's watching, that's when someone is usually seeing. So always make sure you put your best foot forward when it comes to producing content. Anytime you put any piece of work out there, make sure it's the best you can give, because you never know what brand might be looking for new people to work with. Number 3, always tag every single thing that you're using. You're drinking certain tea, tag the tea company that you're using, because a lot of times brands will want to work with people who are already organically using their products. And so if they see you tagging them, they're going to choose you over a person who they've never seen them drinking that tea, for example. So yeah, those would be my top 3 tips.
Amazing tips. I've also noted some. Higher. So you also have a business, Bosch Drip.
Yes.
When did you start it?
Bosch Drip last year at around a time like this, like 15th September.
September.
Yes.
We're in COVID period.
Yes.
And you started a business.
Yes, she
Wow.
was a COVID baby.
Tell us about that. People are closing business, but you're like,
it's my
I'm
child.
opening mine.
Yeah, I think because also the talks about the podcast were also at around that time, because you see, during COVID, a lot of our campaigns were halted because no brand wanted to be seen being like, buy this, and people are, you know, suffering from COVID. So I think I was just at home doing nothing like most of the people, and that's when it just got me thinking, what can I be doing, what can I start that is different, that is challenging, because I've been doing content for like 5 years. It also gets a bit monotonous, so it's a product of trying to find something new to challenge me. Yeah.
How has it been?
It's been good, can't complain.
It's purely online?
Yes, it's purely online. Okay. We're going to be opening a physical store soon, but right now it's purely e-commerce. Yes.
You did engineering, you're a content creator, you have a business.
Yes.
What lessons have you learned? Ni nini inaleta hizo tatu pamoja apart from ni Wabosha nazifanya?
What lesson I've learned from all 3 is to learn how to price yourself well. Like make sure the money makes sense. If it's the products from Bosch Drip, just because you're getting a 100 bob profit doesn't mean you're doing good. It needs to make sense in the bigger scheme of things once you've deducted all your expenses. Even in content creation, once you've minused the price or even the time that has gone into you creating the content, does the money at the end make sense? So yes.
I think you've touched on a very sensitive and very important matter, the money part when it comes to content creation. There was a time I hosted Njugush and Wakavinye, and they were talking about that show TTNT, and they were telling people they're charging 100 bob just to go and watch. And through the conversation, it was like Kenyans or people in general have not yet appreciated the work that goes into content creation to now that they can pay. You know, we pay for Netflix, we pay for these other things, but ikifika, I don't know if you felt the same, ikifika ni Miss Phila papa amewambia wase, by the way, M-Pesa it come through, you're like, what do you?
I think right now it's starting to pick up more. Personally, though, this is coming from someone who I pay for a lot of Kenyan content, like all those movies that are usually online and it's 100 bob, 200 bob to watch, because I consume a lot of local content. So for me personally, I feel like right now people are starting to welcome the idea as long as you show them that they're paying for something quality. The thing with Kenyans also, you can't play games with Kenyans. You can't make them pay and then they go there and it's low quality stuff.
It's true.
So the thing is, even us as content creators, you need to prove that what we are putting out there is worth someone paying money for. Yeah.
Important. You've worked with so many brands. How did you come, you know, a brand, mpaka uko kwa billboard. Unajua, how do you merge the two? You know, this is content, and your content is the fun part. Unajua, it's lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's not too hard. How do you merge that content creation and business? Then you attract brands.
I think it all merges, because at the end of the day you have to think of it as a brand. Because I think that's also another mistake that I made from earlier on, is not thinking of it as a brand, because yangu ilianza kijokes. But I feel like if from the very beginning I was to start thinking as Wabosha as a whole, as a brand, then I'll be very far. So then you just need to think of a brand, make brand values, your brand colors, your brand, what do you want people to feel when they hear your name, what do you want people to think about when they hear your name. So just treating your whole self as a brand, it really helps.
Unajua kuna msichana watch pale mtaa anashanga, hii brand tunaongelelea ni nini? Unaweza mu-explain aje in simple terms?
Wow. I really have no idea how to begin explaining what a brand is. A brand is, can I give examples of brands? A brand
Yes.
is like Unilever is a brand, like BMW is a brand, like Maybelline is a brand. Basically, what? Aki, unajua mimi sikufanya business, mimi nilifanya engineering. Tell me to explain engines.
Utatu explain hizo.
Yeah.
Okay, basi tuwapatie your assignment, waende wa find out brand ni nini. But brand ni wewe. Ni wewe. Kuna vitu zenye you do, I don't.
Exactly.
So I feel like it's you. And sometimes you need, maybe hao wase wanakuwatch ndio hata wanaweza kusaidia kujua wewe ni brand gani.
Exactly.
Who is Wabosha?
Yeah.
What are her values na hizo vitu zote. Anyway, ku-explain ngumu, hata mimi sikufanya business. Okay, so last words to a 25-year-old who's feeling the pressure to have it figured out right now.
Basically work hard, have good intentions, and trust the process. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to games. Would you rather hit on someone much older than you or have someone much older hit on you?
Have someone much older hit on me.
It's not the other way around. But you've thought about it. Sijui uko na mtu. You're like, huh. Haya. Would you rather be famous or rich?
Rich.
Would you rather be someone who snores or someone who drools?
Someone who drools.
Really?
Snoring is
Really?
Annoying. Drooling hakuna mtu ataona.
Umeenda hapo na foi ka trip alafu tunaona tu.
That or snoring. I mean, by the way, I really cannot sleep in the same room as someone who snores. So I'd rather drool.
Is that a deal breaker for you in a relationship?
Snoring. We can buy earmuffs.
Okay, sawa. Haya, would you rather be funny but really stupid or boring but really smart?
Boring but smart.
Do you consider yourself boring?
No, not at all.
Okay. Haya, would you rather be able to travel everywhere for free or eat everywhere for free?
Travel everywhere for free.
Where haven't you not gone? Wabosha, where? Would you rather have an intelligent partner or a good-looking partner?
Hey, that one. I think an intelligent one, because kibabana na mtu mjinga mpaka when. Mpaka when.
I thought utamsomesha, utamfunza.
No.
Ama tuseme wote enda na looks. Utakuwa tu zile za usijali babe. I got you.
No.
Would you rather get uglier or dumber?
I think get uglier, and my reasoning is I consider myself good looking. So if you're getting uglier I have a while before nichape sana. So
It
get
takes
uglier.
some time.
Exactly.
Na dama.
Dama. I see your
Imagine
point.
nakuuliza swali hapa na uget. But I agree with you. I'd rather you be ugly but upper.
Yeah.
Let's reason together. Yeah. Okay, let's see if guys have asked any questions. Oh yeah, guys, the link for her podcast has been shared. Go to shaharavideos.com.
Yes.
Can you tell people who Shahara are?
Shahara, it's basically just a platform, a new platform. So right now it's only my videos that are on there so far. Yeah.
It's a podcasting platform.
No, it's just a platform, a platform that hosts the videos.
Okay.
Yes.
So your podcast is audio and also video.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We've come to the end of our show. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been an amazing episode with the beautiful Wabosha Maxine. Goodbye.